Hello, I'm Nadine Barrett and welcome to Just Me on Life. This is the channel where you can find out about all things lifestyle, follow me on my journeys, update on yours, get the motivation and inspiration you need to upgrade all areas of your life too. So today we are going to be looking at my low buy year. Oh yes, it's 2020. I'm embarking on this new journey and you can jump in with me right here, right now. It doesn't matter what month you're watching. You can try it for a month, try it for the next 12 months, see how you go. But check out my rules, my motivation, my whys, what I want to do with this time instead of spending money on frivolous things, and actually figure out if it's going to help you as well and follow along with the challenge. So, for anyone that doesn't know what a low buy is, people have done no buy years, which for me are a little too extreme, but this is about only spending on what's really essential and giving yourself a little bit of leeway in the areas that you actually want to expand on in your life, or the areas that maybe aren't such an issue. So if buying shoes for you are an issue, that might be the thing that you actually cut out. But actually give yourself some room that if something needs replacing, you can do that, but you're not going to buy anything new or a new wedding coming up because you've already got 10 pairs you haven't worn. So there are ways that you can do this that works for you. So I'm going to be sharing with you my rules, the goals that I'm going for this year, and how this is really going to actually help me, and just go through a little inventory, which is going to be the interesting part. How many things I have right now, and see if they can last me for 365 days. So let's go. 345 items in total. So I've got my notes I'm going to be referring to here so I get everything right for you. And we'll be going through those in just a second of what I'm actually working with. But what I want to share with you first is my rules. So for me, this is about reducing spending on things that I don't need, redirecting that money, that focus, that time into things that I want more of, new experiences, and then actually being able to let go of some of that impulse shopping, that emotional buying, the things I do out of habit that I've just built up over the years. Now I have been on like a maybe 2-3 year decluttering journey, and I actually moved 4 months ago into an apartment. So going from a family home where everything's kind of everywhere and just stuffed into every nook and cranny you can get, into my own space really allowed me to go through the things that I had kind of not made decisions about. And I heard a quote somewhere, I think it was Andrew Mellon, that said decluttering or cluttered stuff is all about deferred decisions. It's things you haven't quite made up your mind about yet, and I really like that. So this is about really making up your mind, being intentional about what you want to keep. Is it useful? What purpose does it serve? Can you get something that is maybe multi-purpose or higher quality, and how much joy does it bring to your life? So for me, my first rule is only buying 5 items of clothing. So that's anything you can kind of wear, base layers like this dress, or shoes or coats, and the overlays as well, for 2020. So 5 items I think is okay, because there are a few things I know I want to replace. So I need a new white t-shirt because that's something I wear very often, and then it kind of allows me to still have a few purchases but not go over the top and buy 5 every week or 5 every month, and then they just build up and you're like, still got stuff with tags on them. That's not what I want by the end of the year. And also I can use that money in more efficient ways, especially now I'm a homeowner. I've got lots of other things to concentrate on, not just about the way I look and where I'm going out, and all of those things that you can do when you're young and free. So the second rule is only replacing essential items. So that is things for toiletries, that's going to be things for beauty products, cleaning. Like I say, if there's one pair of things that I have, like one pair of running shoes, and they happen to wear out and I use those running shoes, and of course I can replace them, but it doesn't mean I can go and buy out 3 in different colours just because I like them or I want them to go with different outfits. So it's all about really being intentional and just having what I need. My other rule are I can purchase things I don't already own for my holiday. Now for me, I have enough clothes and I have enough swimwear, as we'll see in the inventory. So actually the only thing I really need are swimwear. No, not swimwear. Sun cream to go with the swimwear, so when I'm sunbathing, and some toiletries. So apart from that, I'm pretty good. So it's going to be a really minimal purchase. But if there's a big event you've got coming up, and there's something you do need, like this for me particularly, then that's okay, as long as you do it in advance. Like when you go shopping, you have a shopping list, so you know what you're getting. You don't just go out and buy all the things in the shops that look really cute, and 10 pairs of sunglasses and all of those little mini bottles of deodorant, everything else, just because they're like holiday section. So it's only about getting what you're going to use and what you don't already have. I pay my bills by direct debit, so this is something I'm making sure everything's automated, so that it just comes out of my bank, all the money's budgeted for, and it really helps me to realise what I have left, what my commitments are, and how I can redirect that. And if I'm using cash, so for things like food shopping or groceries, or for petrol, that I have those in cash envelopes. Many of you may be familiar with the cash envelope system. Dave Ramsey, part of the 7-step budgeting that he implements, but of course it doesn't work for me having cash in everything because it's inconvenient. I just be walking around too much. I can't be having like 61p here for this and that. So where things can be automated is fine, and where I use cash, I know what that is for the month, and where I have some left over, I can also put that into savings. One takeaway or one lunch out of home per week. So I generally make my lunches when I'm going to work or to meetings, unless it's like a working lunch event, and I may have one takeaway. So for instance, last night I bought a takeaway because I'd been out of my house for about 3-4 days, stayed away, didn't have any food in. I bought some shopping back with it, didn't want to cook right then and there, so I'm going to do a big batch cook today on the Sunday for the week ahead. So I thought, okay, I'm going to get this takeaway. It was actually a big enough portion to serve me for dinner today, and I'm going to have lunch with that as well. And then of course that just kind of serves me for that. But it means I'm not buying every day, going out and buying drinks and snacks and lunch and buying takeaways every evening, being really lazy. It also means that I am cooking more nutritious meals. I know what I'm having in advance. I know things are balanced, and I can stick within my grocery budget as well. So that's to have a little treat, have a little time off, but not to be excessive. And then I've got sticking to a gift budget. So you know there are birthdays, baby showers, you know, Father's Day, Mother's Day, all the things. Whatever it is that you are giving gifts for, if that's what you do, or maybe you're going out to dinners, doing things like that. I have a budget per month that I put in one of my Monzo accounts. So within that online bank account, you can have different pots for different things. So I have one for gifts, and sticking within that budget is one of my rules, so I don't just kind of go, oh, I'm just going to spend triple that just because I really like this person or I've seen something really amazing. Actually being creative, doing things in ways, you know, it could be making your own gifts, buying an experience, thinking of ways to give something that's really meaningful to them without just spending loads of money that you may or may not have. And also sticking with my personal development budget. So I really believe in personal development as a business owner, as somebody that always wants to improve themselves, as somebody that's always trying to undo some of the programming from childhood and lots of things, and get into a better place now, emotionally, mentally and physically. It's all about investing in ourselves first. So I have a budget for that, whether it's I want to go to a course, a seminar, buy Audible books, anything that will help me to improve in some way. And then it's sticking within that limit and not just again blowing the budget for something that just comes along that looks, you know, shiny and nice, as we often get that syndrome, that magpie syndrome of seeing something and thinking, oh, that's me. So I'm going to be really strict and keeping an account of what I spend per month on what. My whys, my goals, that's the big one. This is what gets people motivated, keeps you inspired, because the inspiration is the thing that pulls you along even when the motivation dies out. And things I want to do with all of this newfound cash time and a bit of mental space as well, because when you're not thinking about one thing, your mind's clear and start thinking about something else. So for me, with my reducing spending, What I want to redirect all of that into is experiences with friends. So this is a really important one. So there's things that I've got goals to do throughout the year with my friends, places we want to go, places that we haven't been before, maybe day trips, restaurants, etc., new activities, and spending more time socializing with them, really enhancing our friendships, and also exploring what's on my doorstep, and always thinking we don't have to travel internationally. There's so much to do here in the UK. There's so many places I haven't been to. Let's make use of that, because that's really what it's about. Travel. So my aim is to have 2 holidays this year. That's flying out of the country. I have one now booked at the end of March. I haven't organised the second one. We'll see how things go. But this is something, if you know me, you know this is a big thing. I'm like the travel queen. People will be like, where are you going next, Nadine? What's going on? When you come back, you look tan. I saw those pictures, I saw that video, and it's like, yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. Because that for me really makes me happy. I love exploring. I love seeing like what's out there. I love being in new cultures. I love the sun, full stop. So if it's somewhere hot and exotic, got me. But I can't do that all the time. And yes, some years it might be that I have 4 or 5 trips, but that's not my life right now. Accepting that's the first step. And secondly, it's about being more creative. So how can I still have some of those experiences and make memories and go to new places, but do it in a more sustainable way, in a more budget-friendly way, and also think about other things I can do to fill my time up and really bring me the joy factor, because it's one of those things that make me happy. So how else can I make myself happy? And that's really the aim. So the third thing is savings. So I want to get to minimum 3 months worth of saving of expenses. But I really, if I can crush it, it will be 6 months. That's kind of the big goal. To have like a mini goal and then a big goal. So that's all about having not just that emergency fund, or I call it a freedom fund, because I think the energy around the words you use are really important. It's about me having freedom, not me thinking about something bad. So my freedom fund, they're ready in case there's an emergency, there's a household repair, something goes wrong with my car, I need to go and look after somebody, whatever it is, whatever comes up, I've got that. But actually having those expenses put down in case I don't have an income, in case, you know, the economy suddenly declines and anything goes wrong, in case. So it's really just about saying I have the freedom there, that if I want to go on travel in 6 months, I've got my expenses put down. If something happens that I didn't plan for, I can deal with that change and I can roll with it, and there'll be no kind of drama and worry. I can just keep myself in a positive mindset and move on with what's coming next. So that's really a big goal for me. And I want to make also, number 4, 1 extra mortgage payment for this year. So to put additionally, the more you pay into your mortgage, if you're allowed to do that on your mortgage agreement, you need to check your deal. But some will let you overpay, and it means you can either reduce the amount you're paying or kind of how long you pay for. So if you've got a 15, 20, 25, 30 year mortgage, whatever it is, the more you pay in, that will decrease the time you have the loan for. So that's basically it. And number 5 is really about more peace of mind. So when you have more stuff, you have more to own, more to store, more to think about, more to feel guilty about, more to arrange, more to maintain, more to clean. Like, there's so much that goes with having possessions. Like this cushion, for instance, I've got to think about, I haven't washed the cover, how am I going to dry it? Is it dry clean only? Storing things when you're putting them away. Like, there's so much that our stuff brings us a level of responsibility and sometimes a level of stress. So the less I have and the more I've been decreasing over the last 2 years, is the better I felt in my space. I haven't felt overwhelmed, like I'm drowning in things and looking around me. I don't know what to do with them. I don't know where that paperwork goes. Can't even deal with it. Shove it in the corner. Come back later. No. We're about getting things done, keeping them efficient, having things have a home, freeing up space in mind, and it just means that I feel more peaceful. I can think more creatively about other things, get on with other projects, of course feel really good about stuff, and use what I have. So partly it's got a sustainability element, that's the word. It's got a nice environmental impact because it means the less we bring in that's new, the more we use things, we give them a better life cycle, and then we're not just kind of buying into all of this consumerism, adding and just thrown away straight away and filling up landfills. It means I'm really intentional about the things I do own, and that, for instance, I've got, products like this that I'm using. I'm not just gonna go and buy 10 more until that's finished. So I'm looking around and thinking, how can I use that? Is there a way I can use this in the second way? So I've got a container, a glass jar, I finished the product, what can I put in there? I can put some bath salts in there. So it's about thinking about how to really reuse things in my life. So less stuff, less stress, more peace of mind, and just a better carbon footprint overall. So I'm going to move on to the inventory, about what I actually have and what I'm working with for a year. I challenge you to count your things. It doesn't have to be everything. It could be one category, it could be a few. Maybe the ones that are most troubling to you, or the ones you feel like you just haven't got control over or kind of taken over your life. The ones you're storing in the garage, in the car, because I know people who literally use their boot like storage. You might have extra storage, you can have stuff in the loft, they could be spinning out all of the cupboards in your home. You know what it is for you. Count it up, see how much you have, make sure that you know how you can use them. Declutter the things you're not ever going to use. Forget those someday I'm going to, and actually that day never comes because you never go to that type of event. And just figure out what they can serve you with, and if you really, really love them, you really want to use them. Don't put them off for, I need a special occasion, I need X, Y, and Z. Get use out of it now. So, inventories. This is basically things I wear and things I use on a day-to-day basis. So I'm sitting next to it as well, I'm glancing over there, like perfumes, body lotions, all that kind of stuff. Now the 345 items I said were all about apparel, clothing, shoes, bags, stuff like that. So I'm just going to run through a list. I'll try and add in a few clips of where they're stored and what they look like, and just talk about how I'm going to kind of keep it fresh throughout the year, making sure I've got enough things for different occasions, like holidays, different seasons. Summer versus winter in England is completely different, although some days you can go through all seasons. It's crazy. What's the weather like where you are? Let me know, because I would love to have really consistent seasons, but that does not happen. It could be snowing one day and like moving into a heat wave by the end of the week. It's ridiculous. So this is me. I have, some of these are quite good because like I said, I've been decluttering, but some you might be shocked by. So long sleeve tops, 30, short sleeve tops or like vest, 53, trousers, 7, leggings, 4, jeans, 11. I think that's pretty good for jeans. I used to have like 20 odd. Jumpsuits or play suits, so you're all in ones, I've got 4. Nightwear, including gowns, or anything I wear to bed, basically 12. Dresses, 53. That is work dresses, nightclub type dresses, summer dresses that you can only wear when it's like 30 degrees. All types are in there. Tea dresses, you name it, I've got them. Let's move on. Shorts, 8. Don't think that's bad. I'm considering getting rid of one pair just because I can't find a way to style them. I really love the print. I just think they're really cute, got nothing like them, but I don't go with anything. Skirts, long, short, mini, maxi, you name it, 14. Swimwear, so this includes some of the cover-ups, bikinis and swimsuits, and again this is a category I've already been through and downsized on, so all back 17 pieces, which is really good for different looks and different vibes. Coats, again, winter, summer, all of that stuff, 17, and I used to have maybe 30. I gave away loads of coats, it's ridiculous. Blazers and waistcoats, 9. Cardigans, 14. Scarves, that's my summer and winter scarves, 8, so a bit of styling in there as well. Gloves, 5, and they're probably going to be mostly worn out by the end of sort of March when, you know, it gets a bit warmer. Hats, including my caps, I've got 8. So that's like the big summer rim hats, it's like your baseball cap, everything. Shoes, just like the dresses, one of my favorites, 42. You heard it, 42. That is heels, flats, boots, sandals and trainers. So all occasions, all weathers, you name it is in there. Now, other things that some people wouldn't include, but I have put handbags in there, are 23. So that's like the big tote bags you have, clutches, over the shoulder, all your kind of occasional wears that you may only ever wear at a wedding, that kind of thing. Yeah, so that means I've got things for lots of different occasions. Some I use on a regular basis, some I don't. But I think, yeah, every bag I own has been used before, so that's good. Beauty and skincare. So this is like 100 items, which is an amazing number. Amazing. Oh, tell me if you think that's too much, because this includes makeup, and I think a lot of people have a lot more than this. But there were some surprises in there. So this is 100. Perfumes and sprays, 8. So that includes a set I got for my birthday last month, and next month for Christmas. Yeah, Christmas one I bought for myself actually. Just because you gotta buy yourself a present. That's how I do it. I'm just looking through the little inventory here. There's some funny ones. So shower gel and soap, I had 9, and I didn't even realise. I was like going through all these things, like, oh, you know, I might need some toiletries, this, that and the other. No, 9, and only 2 of them were open. So thinking about how long these shower gels and things last, that's going to last me a long time until I need to actually purchase anything else, which is amazing. So I'm going to see actually how many months these do last, and yeah, give you an update. Shampoo 3, conditioner 4, body lotion 7. Don't know how that happened. Different brands as well. Hands and foot lotion 7. So I don't know, do you use like separate things, like a face lotion, one for your eyes, one for your body, one for your hands? I mean, I do need a mini one in my bag for my hands, but I mean, generally, do you have lots of different lotions and potions for different areas of your body? Or have you found that magic all-in-one? Because my face is really sensitive, obviously it's thinner skin anyway, and the things I can use on it react really badly if I use the same stuff I use on my body, because some of the chemicals that are in there, they're too heavy, they clog my pores up. So yeah, if you've got any great stuff to recommend, like, leave it in the comments below, because I need to know this. If I can simplify my life, especially when I'm moving around, it'll be so much better. I'll have less stuff I need to keep out and less things to bring around with me when I'm not at home. Face lotion, toner cleanser serum, I've got 6. That's like 2 of each, but they're the same brand. I use them every day, so that's fine. And eye creams 2, and they're kind of leftover things I've had for a while. So masks and scrubs 3, don't think that's excessive again. Hair moisture styling product 6, and then I've got like 1 primer, so it's a big bottle, and 5 foundations. So yeah, I've got the 2 of the same brand, and I've got another one, and then 2 powder ones, 3 liquid. And I guess some days like just a little bit of powder is absolutely fine, or a bit of bronzer, and other days I like full coverage. Some days I don't wear anything, really dependent. And in the summer when I get a little more tan, like one of them's dark, one's lighter, I need to, because my face is really pale in winter. Like I have a whole Casper syndrome going on. So yeah, different types of foundations for different times is what I'm saying. Blushes 4, I've got a little dark pink one today, I don't know if you can see that. Highlighter 1, eyeshadows 8, eyebrow liner 5, 4 deodorants, different types, weird. And I have been trying more natural ones and gone for a few brands, like to find one that actually works for me, so I'm not putting that toxic load in my body, but they still work as a deodorant. And then I've got mascara 4, absolutely fun. One of those were a gift recently in the last few weeks as well. Love mascara. In fact, tell me what your go-to beauty products are. Like, if you could only like 5 pieces of makeup or 5 things for your face, what would it be? Because I definitely would want serum, moisturizer, eyeliner, mascara, and a lip gloss. Like, they would be my top 5. Everything else I could live without. absolutely fine. And lip liners, glosses and sticks, lipsticks, all of that kind of stuff around your lips, 12, and one big bottle of makeup, which I generally use for my eyes and use to wash and make face. So that is like 100 products for my face. I obviously don't use them every day, and 345 things to wear. And this is like the loungewear, bags, swimwear, clothing. So nearly one piece for every day of the year, mixing and matching. That should be pretty easy. Let me know if you think it's too much, too little. I used to have probably near 1,000, and like I say, over the years, because I've been decluttering and looking at really what I want, what I wear, what suits me, what I feel comfortable in, I've managed to stage by stage, process by process, go through and get rid of stuff that just aren't working for me. So that's why it's been such a lower number. And I know it's not like a minimalist number. Some people have like 37-piece wardrobes, 50-piece wardrobes, like really small, but I can't do that. So this for me is like really a minimal life compared to where I was as having loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. I'm thankful for all the abundance, but it got to the point I couldn't breathe. So feeling really good. Things are really spaced out and it's amazing. Now, I said I'd mention how I could keep things fresh, because people are like, if you're not shopping, if you're not doing all these things, if you're not constantly upgrading your wardrobe, what are you going to do? How are you going to keep it fresh, right? So for me, there are two things I might try. So one of them is a 333 project. So that's 33 pieces for 3 months that you season mix and match. You may have a spring, summer, autumn, winter. If you have that kind of rotation, maybe you live somewhere where it's warmer and you just have maybe a cooler season and a warmer season. You could still refresh every 3 months just so you get more wear out of the items that you haven't been reaching for, or maybe it hasn't been weather appropriate. And it means that you can get more creative. So you have those items in, you wear those mix and matching for 3 months, keeping in mind what you've got coming up occasion wise as well as the climate. So you might know that there's more barbecues, parties coming up one season, or lots of birthdays and corporate functions. So you work those in and you have things, and then you swap them all around, and it means that throughout the year you get to use all of your stuff. And it also helps you to define your style a little bit more, just like a capsule wardrobe does. And then there's the 10 by 10 challenge. This I think might be tricky. Has anyone successfully tried it? Let me know how it went for you. Link a video or a post or anything you've got. Tell me the deal, because I need to know practicality. I see so many people doing them. Don't know if I can quite last 10 days. So it's wearing 10 items for 10 days. So that could be like 4 tops, 3 bottoms, maybe a skirt, 2 pairs of jeans, a coat, shoes, and a dress. I don't even know if that's 10, but you get the gist. But it's not a hard and fast rule. This did start as a challenge by, I can't remember the blogger's name, but I know the post. I will link it if you can find it. And it was just a way of her trying to reinvent her style, figure out what suited her, what she loved, and also getting use out of things, so just having them separately and being able to be more creative with her style and her wardrobe. It's like shopping your own wardrobe, pulling the things out and then saying, this is what I'm wearing for this amount of time. And really pushing yourself a little bit more than going back to those, 20% of the average wardrobe that we use over and over again, the same outfits, wearing things that you've actually bought and taking those labels off and just figuring out, is this the thing? I've got 5 pairs of platform trainers. Do I actually like them? I've got these high-waisted jeans, but I've never worn them. Do they suit me? Do I like them? To pull those things out, be creative. You don't have to count your coats. You don't have to count your shoes or your bags. So if you want to just go for what makes up your core outfit, tops, bottoms, etc., that's fine. If you know that you're going to need lots of options, like for me, coats, jackets and things change. One day it's fine, another day it's not, it's pouring down rain, one day it's windy and stormy, so I wouldn't be able to really dictate having one jacket, although I'd aim for it, but I know I'm likely to swap those out. Again, maybe if you're working in the week, you're a student, you've got particular bags that you have to carry lots of stuff in on the weekend, it's different. One bag isn't going to work for you in the week either. So you can keep to the core pieces if you're really hardcore, and you can do like one bag, one coat, and throw those in, and a pair of shoes within that 10, and just have 7 items. I don't know, like you can wash them in between, obviously, if you need to refresh them, but it seems like a hard one, is what I'm saying, but it would be a really good way to challenge. I may do that for the spring. The 33 piece I think is really nice as a kind of seasonal wear, especially when it's things like, I pulled this long sleeve dress out that I got on today. I haven't worn it for like a couple of months, because the last time I did put it out it was actually too warm, and then like when it got too cold I forgot about it, and it's just one of those things where you'd actually be able to see what's there. So that is my low buy year. I will be updating you on what experiences I get to go on and really have fun time with the money I saved. We'll look at if I've been able to make that extra mortgage payment, put any money in savings, if things didn't work out, why, if I had to change anything, why, although I hope I don't have to. And if I start doing those challenges when things get bored and my mind's like, then it will give me something new to just get my creative juices running on. I would really love that. I may even try one of those wardrobes, probably a 10 by 10 pieces for a holiday wardrobe, and see what I get with the packing list. If you want to see me go through my holiday wardrobe, please let me know. And if you want to join me on this journey, tell me that you're going to join me. #LowBuy2020. Just drop a comment below on what your goal is as well, and then we can get going on this. Well, I hope this has given you a bit of an idea of what this is, why everybody's doing this challenge, what it means to them will be slightly different, but what it can mean to you can be endless. It's an amazing thing to do, it's an amazing way to refocus, and I think that it can bring benefits to everybody, because it just means that you get to choose the direction your life, your mind, your energy flows into, and that's always a really positive thing, to be decisive and be intentional. Please hit the subscribe button to keep up with the journey. I'm going to be doing a video on how to cope with change, which I know is something everybody can benefit from, and that'll be coming out real soon, so you can make sure that you don't miss that. And if you hit the little bell, notifications come up, and that means that it will tell you when something has been launched here on YouTube. Of course, hit a like, that'll help push it up for the YouTube algorithms if you found some value in there, or let somebody know. Share the link with the video if you know this will help somebody else who's maybe in a predicament where they need to reduce their spending, need to stop shopping, or just fill their house with things they're not using, or they just want to be a bit more intentional, or try out some minimalist, frugal type approaches in a different way that's not so taxing. So that's been me today. I will keep you updated, as I said. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to connect with you, hear some more, and see how all of your journeys are going. Until next time, take care.